Happy holidays, everybody. Let's talk about your LSAT study plan between Christmas and New Year's. Hey, what's up, everybody? Steve Schwartz here from LSAT Unplugged, joining you today to share your LSAT study plan between Christmas and New Year's during the holiday season. Before I get into it, a little bit about LSAT Unplugged. We offer live online classes via Zoom, on-demand video courses, small group coaching, and one-on-one coaching. Check out the links below this video to find out more and to book a call with me and my team. We'd love to help you out. So the reason I'm making this video is that the holidays can be a time of stress, they can be a time of enjoyment and celebration, but when you've got the LSAT just 2 weeks after the holidays, it can be difficult to figure out how to achieve balance and make the most of the holiday season. First off, I want to encourage you to enjoy the time with family and friends if you want to. It's okay to take a couple days off here and there from your LSAT prep. It's not going to detract from your LSAT studying, and you still can get a top score. Now, this particular year, looking at 2023, we've got Christmas falling on a Sunday. We've got Christmas Eve falling on a Sunday. We also have New Year's Eve falling on a Sunday as well. And then, of course, Christmas Day on a Monday, New Year's Day on a Monday. Then the January LSAT roughly 2 weeks later, the February LSAT a month after that. So recognize that you can take off 2 days for Christmas, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and 2 days for New Year's, New Year's Eve, and New Year's Day. I do recommend studying in between Christmas and New Year's, however. So I would study again on December 26th through December 30th, then pick up again January 2nd. Now, if you really want to study on Christmas Eve or on Christmas Day, it's totally fine. Same goes for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. What I typically recommend over any holiday is that you wake up early if possible. You study from roughly 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. Then you're good for the rest of the day. You can enjoy the time with family and friends, stress-free, guilt-free, knowing you've already gotten your LSAT prep done for that day. I typically recommend studying maximum 5-6 hours on any given day already, assuming no other obligations. And it's okay to cut that in half, considering you're seeing family and friends likely that you may not have seen in a while. Maybe you've traveled to get together or they've traveled to get together. You don't need to cut them out altogether and say, I've got to study the entire day, can't celebrate this year, sorry. You don't have to go to those great lengths if you don't want to. However, if you don't want to see family and friends, LSAT prep is a great excuse to stay holed up in your room, away from everybody, saying, I can't do it this year, I'll see you guys next year. That's totally fine as well. It's your call. But know that the choice is yours and you can achieve balance and see family and friends while also carving out some LSAT study time if you want to. If waking up early and carving out 3 hours in the morning is too much for you, you can do less. You could do a single logic game, a single reading comp passage, or even just a single logical reasoning question just to maintain some momentum in your prep. And if you want to do zero LSAT prep for those couple days, that's okay as well, but I would not take off 9 days or something like that for the entire week between Christmas and New Year's. That might be a bit much, especially if your LSAT is in January, just 2 weeks later. However, if you're taking the LSAT in April or June or beyond, you could take off an entire week and that would not be a big deal, especially if you're traveling, you're taking a plane somewhere far away, you don't want to bring your LSAT books with you to the beach or whatever. That's totally fine. 1 week, in the grand scheme of things, when you're studying for months before the LSAT, 1 week, not a big deal at all. You can take a pause from the LSAT and come back to it. But again, you're taking the LSAT January, February. I would just carve out a couple days for family and friends, minimizing the LSAT, and then studying LSAT in between. And also, don't feel like you need to do a full LSAT practice test Christmas Day or Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. That might be a bit much. I'd recommend keeping it a little bit lighter so you're not feeling drained when you're seeing your family and friends later that day, if you are. But again, of course, the choice is yours. Anyway, folks, that's all for now. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please do me a favor and share it with someone who needs to see it. Maybe you know someone else who's also studying for the LSAT in January or February or beyond, who's struggling with how to balance LSAT prep and how the holidays, seeing family and friends versus hitting the books. And this video could make the difference for them in achieving the right balance and getting a top score on the LSAT whenever they're taking it January, February, or beyond. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.